for the same maximum pressure and temperature. A. Otto cycle is more efficient than diesel cycle. B. Diesel cycle is more efficient than Otto cycle. C. Dual cycle is more efficient than Otto and diesel cycles. D. Dual cycle is less efficient than Otto and diesel cycles. The correct answer is diesel cycle is more efficient than Otto cycle. In a steady flow process, the rate of A. Heat transfer is constant. B. Work transfer is constant. C. Mass flow at inlet and outlet is same. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. The entropy of the universe is continually on the increase. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is correct. Select the correct statement as per Charles' law. A. P. V constant if T is kept constant. B. Vt constant if P is kept constant. C. Pt constant if V is kept constant. D. Tp constant if V is kept constant. The correct answer is Vt constant if P is kept constant. The unit of energy is SI. Units is A. Joule J. B. Joule meter Jm. C. Watt W. D. Joule meter Jm. The correct answer is Joule J. A process in which the gas is heated or expanded in such a way that the product of its pressure and volume remains constant is called A. Isothermal process. B. Hyperbolic process. C. Adiabatic process. D. Polytropic process. The correct answer is hyperbolic process. Which of the following statement is correct according to Clausis' statement of second law of thermodynamics? A. It is possible to transfer heat from a body at a lower temperature to a body at a higher temperature. B. It is impossible to transfer heat from a body at a lower temperature to a body at a higher temperature without the aid of an external source. C. It is possible to transfer heat from a body at a lower temperature to a body at a higher temperature by using refrigeration cycle. D. None of the above. The correct answer is it is impossible to transfer heat from a body at a lower temperature to a body at a higher temperature without the aid of an external source. Diesel cycle consists of processes A. 2 constant volume and 2 isentropic. B. 2 constant pressure and 2 isentropic. C. 2 constant volume and 2 isothermal. D. 1 constant pressure, 1 constant volume and 2 isentropic. The correct answer is 1 constant pressure, 1 constant volume and 2 isentropic. When coal is first dried and then crushed to a fine powder by pulverizing machine, the resulting fuel is called A. Wood charcoal. B. Bituminous coal. C. Briquetted coal. D. None of these. The correct answer is none of these. The process is adiabatic if the value of N in the equation PV/NC is A. 0. B. 1. C. D. The correct answer is the molecular mass of a substance is the number of times a molecule of that substance is heavier than the hydrogen atom. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. The behavior of superheated vapor is similar to that of A. Perfect gas. B. Air. C. Steam. D. Ordinary gas. The correct answer is perfect gas. Briquetted coal is produced from the finely ground coal by moulding under pressure with or without a binding material. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. Which of the following is a reversible non-flow process? A. Isochoric process. B. Isobaric process. C. Hyperbolic process. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. If in the equation PV and C the value of N, then the process is called A. Constant volume process, B. Adiabatic process, C. Constant pressure process, D. Isothermal process. The correct answer is constant volume process. The property of the system whose value for the entire system is equal to the sum of their values for the individual parts of the system is called extensive property. A. Yes, B. No, C, D. The correct answer is yes. Coal gas consists mainly of hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and various hydrocarbons. A. Agree, B. Disagree, C, D. The correct answer is agree. High air-fuel ratio in gas turbines. A. Increases power output, B. Improves thermal efficiency, C. Reduces exhaust temperature, D. Do not damage turbine blades. The correct answer is reduces exhaust temperature. When the finely ground coal is molded under pressure with or without a binding material, the resulting fuel is called briquetted coal. A. Yes, B. No, C, D. The correct answer is yes. For the constant pressure and heat input, the air standard efficiency of gas power cycle is in the order A. Dual cycle, diesel cycle, Otto cycle, B. Otto cycle, diesel cycle, dual cycle, C. Dual cycle, Otto cycle, diesel cycle, D. Diesel cycle, Otto cycle, dual cycle. The correct answer is dual cycle, diesel cycle, Otto cycle. Which of the following statement is correct? A. The increase in entropy is obtained from a given quantity of heat at a low temperature. B. The change in entropy may be regarded as a measure of the rate of the availability or unavailability of heat for transformation into work. C. The entropy represents the maximum amount of work obtainable per degree drop in temperature. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. The elements are made up of minute and chemically invisible particles as atoms. A. True, B. False, C, D. The correct answer is true. All perfect gases change in volume by 1273th of its original volume at 0 C for every 1 C change in temperature when the pressure remains constant. This statement is called A. Boyle's law, B. Charles' law, C. Gay-Lussac law, D. Joule's law. The correct answer is Charles' law. A good fuel should have ignition point A. High, B. Low, C, D. The correct answer is low. The amount of heat generated per kg of fuel is known as A. Calorific value, B. Heat energy, C. Lower calorific value, D. Higher calorific value. The correct answer is calorific value. Carnot cycle has maximum efficiency for A. Petrol engine, B. Diesel engine, C. Reversible engine, D. Irreversible engine. The correct answer is reversible engine. The entropy may be expressed as a function of A. Pressure and temperature, B. Temperature and volume, C. Heat and work, D. All of these. The correct answer is pressure and temperature. It is to construct an engine working on a cyclic process whose sole purpose is to convert heat energy into work. A. Possible, B. Impossible, C, D. The correct answer is impossible. Which of the following is the correct statement? A. All the reversible engines have the same efficiency. B. All the reversible and irreversible engines have the same efficiency. C. Irreversible engines have maximum efficiency. D. All engines are designed as reversible in order to obtain maximum efficiency. The correct answer is irreversible engines have maximum efficiency. A closed cycle gas turbine gives efficiency as compared to an open cycle gas turbine. A. Same. B. Lower. C. Higher. D. The correct answer is higher. Charles' law states that all perfect gases change in volume by of its original volume at 0 C for every 1 C change in temperature when pressure remains constant. A. 1/27th. B. 1/93th. C. 1/173th. D. 1/273th. The correct answer is 1/273th. The calorific value of gaseous fuel is expressed in A. kJ, B. kJ kg, C. kJ m2, D. kJ m3. The correct answer is kJ m3. The throttling process is an irreversible steady flow expansion process. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is correct. The efficiency of the dual combustion cycle for the same compression ratio is diesel cycle. A. Greater than, B. less than, C. equal to, D. The correct answer is greater than. To ensure complete and rapid combustion of a fuel, some quantity of air in excess of the theoretical or minimum air is supplied. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is yes. 1 molecule of oxygen is times heavier than the hydrogen atom. A. 12. B. 14. C. 16. D. 32. The correct answer is 32. The heat and work are mutually convertible. This statement is called law of thermodynamics. A. 0th. B. 1st. C. 2nd. D. The correct answer is first. Kerosene is distilled at A. 65 to 220 C, B. 220 to 345 C, C. 345 to 470 C, D. 470 to 550 C. The correct answer is 220 to 345 C. The amount of heat obtained by the complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel when the products of its combustion are cooled down to the temperature of supplied air is called calorific value of fuel. A. Higher. B. Lower. C. D. The correct answer is higher. The mass of flue gas per kg of fuel is the ratio of the A. mass of oxygen in 1 kg of flue gas to the mass of oxygen in 1 kg of fuel. B. mass of oxygen in 1 kg of fuel to the mass of oxygen in 1 kg of flue gas. C. mass of carbon in 1 kg of flue gas to the mass of carbon in 1 kg of fuel. D. mass of carbon in 1 kg of fuel to the mass of carbon in 1 kg of flue gas. The correct answer is mass of carbon in 1 kg of flue gas to the mass of carbon in 1 kg of fuel. Equal volumes of all gases at the same temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. This statement is called Avogadros' law. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. Wood charcoal is produced by heating the wood at 100 C. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is no. D is obtained when carbonization of coal is carried out at 500 to 700 C. A. Soft coke. B. Hard coke. C. Pulverized coal. D. Bituminous coal. The correct answer is soft coke. The bomb calorimeter is used for finding the calorific value of solid and liquid fuels. A. Higher. B. Lower. C. D. The correct answer is higher. The efficiency of the Carnot cycle may be increased by A. increasing the highest temperature. B. Decreasing the highest temperature. C. Increasing the lowest temperature. D. Keeping the lowest temperature constant. The correct answer is increasing the highest temperature.